I think transforming boats are some of the coolest in the game, and that's why today I want to make a transformer that literally breaks all the rules of Build-A-Boat. Because usually when you make a transformer, the two builds kinda have to make sense together, but not for this one. So first off, let's actually design what our car is gonna look like. Now, I want this thing to be absolutely beautiful. And actually, maybe most importantly, I actually want this thing to drive really, really well. You know, I want it to be like a mystery how this thing can even transform. All right, now this right here is where the passenger seat is gonna be. And sadly, the only rule for actually building this car is gonna be that we can only use solid blocks. So, you know, we're gonna kind of have to make this thing look like the old days of Build-A-Boat building. Okay, you know what? If I would call this a car, I would expect you guys all to unsubscribe. Bro, what is this thing, man? I gotta make something that looks better. Okay, we're gonna have to size this thing up a little bit. All right, and you know what? I kind of thought that it might look really nice if I tried to do something very similar to this giant transforming car I built. Now, this thing right here is actually, I think, the first ever transformer built in Build-A-Boat. Like, I made this thing when they first added pistons. And actually, this thing completely does not work right now. So you know what? I'm just gonna take some design cues. And actually, you know what? I might even give this thing a little bit of an upgrade and actually give it like one of those little sun windows, you know, in the back. And actually, now that I think about it, there are some half blocks I could use. So you know what? I am gonna add a couple half blocks just to give this thing a little bit more detail. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much, Lava Flows. You know what? That car over there is yellow. So you know what? This one is actually going to be red. I think maybe red might even look better. So yeah, on that note, let's get rid of this giant honking piece of garbage. Actually, you know what? It's not garbage. It just doesn't really work. Bye. All right, the next up, it's about time for us to make our blimp. Now, I think this is when this build is going to start really getting crazy. Now, for the hot air balloon, the hardest part is definitely going to be actually building a hot air balloon because it is actually a super tricky build to do. And you know what? A little while later, and that hot air balloon right there is actually looking pretty damn good in my opinion. I mean, I want to add a little bit of like fun paint colors and stuff, you know, make it look like a fun hot air balloon, but that thing right there is looking pretty good. Now, you might be wondering, how the heck are you gonna, you know, turn these two builds right here into actual transformers? And actually, lucky for me, I don't think it's gonna be too complicated. But first off, we're gonna do the car. So you know what? Let's move this one aside. All the way over there. All right, now to make the car work, first off, we're gonna have to pick a block that's gonna be our anchor. So you know what? I'm just for now gonna turn off collision on everything because it's gonna make this process much easier. And I just now see that I forgot to add in a floor, which is a problem. Also, these wheels are on the wrong block. Okay, well, let me quickly add in a floor. All right, there we go. So now that we have a floor, we can actually pick an anchor block. And you know what? I'm going to make it the driver's seat because both the balloon and the car are going to need a driver's seat. So this right here is going to be our middle block. So I'm going to set my movement tool to 5, and I'm actually going to take everything to the right of it, move it 5 blocks away. 5 blocks away. I don't know what I was using 1. We're going to take everything to this side of it. We're also going to move that aside. And yeah, we're slowly but surely taking apart this entire car. This right here is the driver's seat. So everything on this side needs to also go this way a little bit. And also everything on this side. All right, there it is. Now, actually, wait, we got to do the top 2. Pop up 1 block and the bottom 1 block as well, which is just the wheels. So we're gonna have to move the entire build up a little bit. Now I'm quickly gonna paint our middle block yellow just so that we don't lose it. But what we're gonna want to start doing is we're gonna start taking apart the entire build, making sure to move every single row of blocks just like this, 5 blocks apart. So bada boom. Oh, I actually did that wrong. As you can see, I accidentally selected some of the wrong layer. Now, there is a fun little trick that you can actually do to make sure that you're only selecting the right layer, and that is to simply place a driver's seat on that line, and when you sit in it, the camera will automatically make you perfectly straight, just like so. And bada boom, we're gonna take that apart. Move that 5 blocks away. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that exact same thing for the entire car. Now, I know it looks like I'm just ruining the car right now, but trust me, this is all gonna come together later. All right, there you go. So now we have taken our entire car and pretty much just turned it into slices. Then next up, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but for the other directions too. So next up, we're gonna actually do this one. So yes, everything there, move it over, bada boom. And we're gonna just keep doing this until our entire car is entirely split apart. And yeah, this right here is also the reason why we always got to keep working with whole blocks, because otherwise this entire splitting up process is not going to work. So that is that side done. Now we're just going to do this side. And yeah, we're going to just do the exact same thing again. Dude, this is starting to look so ridiculous. All right, only a couple layers left. All right, there you go. That is our car entirely split up. The only thing we still have to do is do the up layer. So currently everything is glued together there. So we're going to want to separate all that. Now this one right here is going to be a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's the exact same process one more time. All right, and there it is. Now that right there might be the weirdest looking car you've ever seen. But trust me, in just a second, this is all gonna make sense. Now, like I said, it's very important that you mark your starter block. So this right here is gonna be my starter block. Now, I'm gonna have to do the exact same thing for our blimp. Now, this one is gonna be very tall, but it should work the exact same way. And for this one, of course, our center block is gonna be the center of the actual blimp seat. So it's gonna be right there, okay? Now, these are going to be the strangest looking builds you've ever seen, dude. All right, so that is the blimp taken apart in that direction. Now we're going to have to do the exact same thing for every other direction. Yeah, this right here is definitely looking like one of the weirdest builds I think I've ever made. But hey, there it is. That right there is our entire blimp and our entire car fully split apart. Now, of course, we're gonna have to be able to turn these into transformers. And actually, with a very, very simple build trick, you can actually do this. So yeah, to be able to do this, all you're gonna need is a bunch of pistons and just a random block. For this block, I'm actually gonna use plastic. So yeah, you pretty much just wanna extend your piston. And actually, before you do that, you wanna make sure that the piston length is set to 5 blocks. So, boom, extend. And then you wanna cover up that entire piston with another block. So actually, in my case, like I said, it's going to be plastic. And that right there is the entire mechanic that you're going to need to be able to build this transformer. Now, I am going to go ahead and actually build one of these for every single direction we can go in. So I'm going to build one on this side, as well as this side, and as well as the top. And yeah, we are going to want to cover all of this up with blocks. So it's going to get a little bit difficult to see what you're actually working on, but trust me, it is super easy to finish this build off. All right, there you go. That is all of our blocks covered up. And right now, if I just wanted to test this thing out, let's see. Okay, wait. There's a lot of garbage that's going to drop. Okay, actually, you know what? I think I only want to unanchor like this little part right here, except for this starter block. There you go. Unanchor. There it is. And now if I were to like flick a lever, boom. Yeah, those blocks come perfectly back together. So now with the power of the clone tool, we can super easily finish off this entire build, and it's going to be absolutely mental. So yeah, just make sure you set your clone tool to 5, and that way, or 7? Oh, sorry, yeah, you gotta set your clone tool to 7, my bad. But yeah, with your clone tool set to 7, you can super easily finish this build off. Because all you're gonna need to do is a bunch of cloning. Oh, because I did build with a couple custom shaped blocks, as you can see, there are gonna be some very small gaps like that one right there. But actually, just keep going, and what you wanna do is you wanna just simply extend your block so that it's touching that one. And that should pretty much perfectly fix the issue. And yeah, you wanna just do this for every single block on your entire build, and by the end of it, you should have a build that should perfectly connect back together. Now, currently, I have done this entire line right here, so all I actually need to do is simply go in right here, select all of this stuff right here, and I can just simply clone it to every single row. So now the entire floor of our car should pretty much be done with. So yeah, just make sure you be very careful to get every single little block, because like I said, it's much easier if you don't add a bunch of fancy details, but I wanted to, so I gotta make sure to actually also go ahead and grab them. Now, as you're working on this, if you actually want to test how well you're doing while you're working on it, just select everything except for the yellow block, and when you unanchor it, everything that went well will not fall. I must have messed up pretty bad somewhere. Let me try that one more time. Unanchor. Okay, now there are a couple problems, like that entire piece fell down, but I think that's it. That's actually pretty good. And yeah, that entire piece fell down because I forgot one piston right here. So now that right there should be fixed. Now, one thing I actually haven't connected yet are the wheels right here. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm actually going to be able to do those, so I'm just leaving them till last. But actually, I'm a little bit curious to see how this is going to go. Wait, there is one block that fell. Okay, I did forget a piston right there, but that's fine. Let's see how this actually works. Okay, flick the lever. Come on. Boom! Come on! There it is! That right there is our freaking car. Bro, look at that. That is so cool. Oh, God. I think I actually messed up the length of the pistons on every single piston. Because what it's actually supposed to do... Not this. Oh! Yeah, so the thing I actually messed up is that all of these pistons are supposed to have a length of 7. Now, I think I might be able to fix this if I set the piston length to 7, like so, and then I flick the lever, and then maybe if I save and reload. Oh, yes, look! Oh, my God. Okay, so currently... every piston has retracted, and now when I activate it again, like so, there it is! Oh my God! Okay, I actually saved it. So now when I save it, and I just do the exact same test as we did earlier, now I think a couple more blocks are actually gonna fall. Yeah, like a lot more blocks fell, but when we actually flick the lever, there it is! It goes down into a single block, and actually when we flip it out, that's when it does the whole making it look good part. Now, what we should be able to do is we actually retract the entire thing, and if we set... Why do I have so many tools? If we set all of our piston length to 2, I think there it is. That's how we can actually bring our car back to life. Now, I'm gonna have to fix a couple things clearly, but that right there is gonna be insane. And actually, lucky for me, most of the fixing I'm gonna have to do is simply going in with one of these blocks and just placing a bunch of them on the side right there. Because yeah, those blocks right now would have fallen. But that right there is literally the easiest fix possible. So yeah, if you are building one of these yourself, make sure to set your pistons to the length of 7, not 5. But also, if you mess it up, it's a pretty easy fix. And yeah, with that, I got everything fixed. And now everything can shrink down into a single block. And that right there is a car that literally instantly pops out. Then all I had to do is the exact same thing for the hot air balloon. So I finally managed to finish both builds. And as you can see, every single block now has a piston. So in theory, when I activate a lever, we can actually reduce these entire builds to a single block. So you know what? Let's just try it out. Right on anchor. Okay, nothing dropped. Okay, now currently I have 2 levers. You know what? Let's use only 1 lever. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, is everything okay? Oh, wait, did I forget to unanchor everything? Oh my God, okay. I actually forgot to unanchor everything, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! There it is! We can now transform both of these builds from a single block to an entire build. Here we got the hot air balloon, and there we have the car. But currently, everything looks really bad because... Not that. But currently, everything looks really bad because we got all this plastic and stuff everywhere. So I've already gone ahead and I've actually made sure to hide all of that stuff. So let's actually see what it looks like with all the mechanics hidden. So an anchor. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Is it going? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so, dude, look at this. We literally have the entire build right here in a single block. Same as for this one. I mean, it's just that the actual wheels are a little bit bigger than 1 block, so it looks like a bigger build than a single block. But when I flick this lever, boom, look at that. An entire car just popped out of nowhere, and we just popped out a hot air balloon as well, dude. Look at that. Dude, that looks so trippy. But of course, that is not the build done yet, because actually, we want to be able to transform from one of these builds to another. And that's actually why we marked these yellow blocks right here, because we're going to have to pretty much make sure that for both of the builds, the yellow block is going to be in the exact same spot. So to be able to do this, we're going to use the exact same trick we used for the rest of the build, but we're actually going to make sure that instead of actually pulling together the entire build, we're just swapping out which build we're using. So we're going to have to go over a little bit of a ways right here. There you go. That should be fine. And yeah, now we got to make sure that that yellow block right there is going to be that exact block right there. All right, I think that is everything done. We just got to hide all this stuff. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Unanchor everything. Oh my God. Okay, I've made a slight mistake. Everything has collision turned off. All right, let's try that one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, nothing bad so far. Now everything is shaking just a little bit, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Flick the lever. Okay, that should set everything up and move everything into position. Oh my God, wait, it worked. Oh my God, wait, it actually worked. Okay, now we delete both levers. All right, then here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think if we flick the lever, it should actually work. Go! Nothing happened. Nothing. Oh, wait, it's actually doing it. Wait, but any second now, the whole hot air balloon should pop out. Oh. Ah, the hot air balloon popped out, dude. Let's go. Okay, wait. One problem is that the wheels currently have collision, which they actually shouldn't have. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit glitchy, but I think, yeah, we can actually fly it. Look at that. We're flying a hot air balloon right now. All right, let's stop flying. All right, let's... Wait, uh-oh, my lever is way over there. Okay, now that might be one slight mistake. Click the lever. And yeah, sit down real quick. And I can actually fix that, but I just got to actually do it. So we popped out the entire car. And now we pop in the hot air balloon, dude. We got the car out. Okay, wait. We can only fly the car right now. So we are gonna... You know what? This is just the car from Harry Potter. Yeah, baby! But yeah, we are gonna have to give the car slightly better mechanics because currently the collision on it is completely messed up. All right, so now I should have actually fixed all of the problems. And there it is, dude. Look, the build is literally building right in front of your eyes. Dude, this is so cool. Oh, hello, sir. You know what? I should have actually let him hop on, but I don't think there's any way for him to... Look at them. They're like, a balloon. You know what? Let me flick the lever and show you that this is actually not really a balloon. Look, it's transforming! Transform! Hey! Dude, that is the weirdest transformation I think ever seen in Build-A-Boat. We just transformed a balloon into a car, which is literally a transformation that doesn't make any sense. Like, typically, you would, I don't know, like, if you're building a car, you would maybe turn it into a plane, which mostly uses the same blocks. Yeah, this is very different. Dude, just seeing this happen, look, bro, look at it. It's like slowly building. Bro, Jesse just got Looney Tunes power. Actually, it's kind of weird that you can see the wheel sticking out the bottom, but actually, you don't notice it nearly as much as you would think, and it doesn't really look that bad. And honestly, the even weirder transformation is the one where you actually, enable the car, because very slowly, there is a car building out of a balloon, and then the balloon just disappears. Like, look at that. Hey, and there goes the balloon. Dude, this is so strange. All right, let's see if we can actually do it while we're driving. Oh, God. Oh, it does not like doing it while you're flying or driving or doing anything like that. It very much does not like it when you do that. Oh my God, dude. I think I just nearly crashed the server. Oh my God.